Hello guys, welcome back to the Python Django tutorial. So in this video tutorial, we are going to learn about the Django template language, that is DTL. So now I will give the some in note section DTL. It means Django Django template. So language. Like, see, in Django template language, in the sense like similar, we have the HTML language, no? Similar in what happens in HTML language. HTML language has its own syntax like tags, attributes, expressions, variables, etc. So these are present in the HTML. Like we have the already these are functionalities are defined in the HTML. So we to access, like to use any functionality, we have to use the HTML syntax, or we have to follow the HTML syntax. Like if I want to use the h1 tag, so I have to follow the h1 tag syntax. So similar way, like yeah, for easier purpose, in Django also supports like a Django template language. It is similar to the HTML, but whereas like in Django template language, the syntax is bit different. Like the Django template language has its own syntax. So it makes the user to like easy to access the all the elements or variables or tags. So this is the like, implemented. And here template, in the sense, it's similar to the, like it is a normal text file only. And it, like as I already explained, like it has the sum of the variables, tags, etc. So like a template is like it is used to render the context, like whenever where user is requesting something from the browser. So these variables or whatever is there, no, this will be rendered by the templates only. And like you may think that like already Django, sorry, HTML is there. So what is the use of this Django template language? You may have the questions in mind, right? So what why Django template language is means, like some in the in here in the HTML, what happens? So it has its own syntax. If I am using Django language, and I am using those tags and everything in the Python, so it doesn't look good, and it will be like a lengthier process. So by if I want to access some of the variables and all, so there will be we have to use all the like whichever attribute present in the HTML. So I have to use like those things. So by using Django, if you are implementing Django concept, and if you are using the HTML tags and everything, that like doesn't look that much good. So to overcome that all the problems, so the Django implemented the Django template language. And like it has a similarly where it has its own syntax and everything. So like so more technical perspective, like so it works like extended versions of the template. Like means like whatever the tags and attributes present in the template, so extended, this is the extended version for the template. And it is like a Django template language, like it is built for like the power, like to access any values or attribute. So it will maintain the balance between the user, like for accessing easier purpose. And even like if you are using Django template language, so you feel like that it is a comfortable, because so like it's also similar working with the HTML only. So both are almost similar. So if you have any exposure to like if you have a exposure to HTML, so you can easily learn Django template language, and you can implement in your applications. And like it also supports the in Django, it supports the we can call it a Jinja template. Jinja 2 is the template, so that it will be in Jinja 2 template. What happens, it has the like already built in some of the tags, variables, so etc is there. So by using those, we can build our own website by making use of these templates, or this language. So in the like in templates, like we have the so many, as I explained. So we have the variables, we have tags, we have like expressions. So many formats are there. So now I will going to explain you the like first concept, variables. You may know already like what you mean by variables, why we were using variables and all. So now let us understand what is variables. Like variables is a variable is an anything or object, like it can holds the value. So let us say a is equal to 10. So a is here a variable and it holds the value 10. So variable means it holds the any value, or it can store the any value in it. So this is called a variable. Next, I'll show you in the example like how to declare the how to use variables in the Python Django language, that is DTL, Django template language. So like if you want to use any variables in the like if I want to take name and age, so we have to define in the format of dictionary. So whatever you are using in Django, that should be in the format of dictionary. So now I will show you how to use the variables in the Django template language. So now yeah, as already I explained. So I like if you want to declare anything inside the views or by using the detail language, that should be in the form of the dictionary only. So now I will show one example. Like I want name and age that should be displayed in the template, so that is in the browser where so that the result when like when I'm running the server, that the data should be fetching from the view file from the HTML. So now I will show with example. So I want output should be like I will show what I want. See here, this is the like sample index page. Okay, sample home page is there. So I want here name is equal here in the below line. So I want name and age that should be displayed dynamically from the template file with the help of DTL language. So I will use the variables to do this task. I will use the DTL variables, that is Django template variables. So now I will define the some of the variables. Now let us say context is equal to, so all the, so I already explained this is in the form of key dictionary, that is key and value. So here I will declare my name is my key, and the value is Suresh. So this is my value. Okay, then after the value we have to, sorry it's getting stuck. Okay. Okay, if you are using more than one key value, you have to separate with the comma. Okay, next I am taking the age. So my age is okay 25. I'm writing. Next I have to access these in the, so I have to send means I'm rendering. This is render means it will render to the HTML page, that is in the home.html page. So I have to call this the context variable. So when I call the context variable, so it will get to the detail and send it to the HTML page. So I am sending this in the form of opening flower bracket and closing flower bracket. C. So C is I will take any variable. Like you can take temp variable, and I will see temp is my variable. I am storing temp value. So here I will, okay. So let us see. So this is the context. Context means my dictionary name. It is okay. So this name and age is stored in the context variable, that is in my dictionary variable. So here context is the dictionary. I am storing this context in the temporary variable. So to access in HTML files, I am storing this in the temp variable. So now I will access this temp variable in HTML page. Now let us say in home page, this is my home.html, because I'm rendering to the in home.html. You can observe here, this is my home.html. So I want these variables should be accessed in a home.html file, that is in HTML page. Now you can observe here, now I want in below. So to access variables say whatever the values you are provided, those values should be accessed with double opening and double closing. This is called a variable or a context variable. So we can call it as a variables or a context variables. By using these two opening and plowing parentheses, we are going to access the variables. So now I have to pass what I have to pass, where I have stored. So you can observe here I have stored in the temp variable. So this is my dictionary. This is my dictionary name. I am storing this dictionary data in temp variable. Now I have to access a temp variable. How? By using just mention the temp. Now save and run the server. Now I have save the program. So to run we have the command called python manage.py run server. So just running the server, you can observe here. Okay, my server is running in this port number. I will go and refresh the page. See, in home page, I'm running. See, you can observe here my name and age is displaying in the form of key and value format. So this is key value format. So suppose if you want all data at a time, just you have to whatever you are storing the variable here. See, you can see like see in the context whatever in the context we have the name and age, two are the attributes. That's it. Name is key, age is key. Here these are the two values. So I have stored these data in context variable. So in the context variable I'm taking one more temporary variable. I'm storing in the temp variable whatever data present in the context variable. I'm present storing in temp variable. Now by with the help of temp variable I'm accessing in the index page, that is in home.html page. So yeah, I mentioned here temp. So if I want to so I don't want in the format of key and value format. So I want only name and age. So how if I want to separate with specifically we have to use the dot operator. Let's say I will show how to use dot operator and I want to print only name and only age. So that will be done with the help of dot operator. See, I'll say my name. My name again opening and closing. Here you have to specify that this is all the data is stored in which variable. Here temporary variable. So I'll make temp. I will specify the key. My key is name. You can observe here. If I want to print this name, I have to take the key of the dictionary. So this is my key. This is name. So I want next age. So next I want. So age also similar way we can access, like we have the temp is a variable and we have age is the attribute. Now I am calling. So you can observe here. Now I will remove this. Okay, it is okay. Okay, no problem. This is in the form of key value format. So this is for I am displaying separately. Okay. Now I will reload the server and I will refresh the browser. So refresh the browser. So you can observe here my name is, it's showing my name here and my age is here. Let's say I'll make the format. I'll use the beer tag to break line. Okay, so that it will display properly. So now I will refresh the page. See, you can observe here my name and my age, it is displaying in the separately. So with the help of dot operator, we are accessing separately each value present in the database. Let's say I will change the dynamic, how the content will be changed dynamically means. So I will change in the Python script, not in HTML script. That's why it's called a dynamic language. So now I will say change something name here. So you can observe here. So that content int I am changed in the HTML, not in sorry, I am changed in the Python script, not in HTML. So automatically the content is changing by itself. So this is all about detail at the Django template language. So this is the example for like how to use the context variable in the Django template language. So I hope you have understood this concept. Thank you for watching this video tutorial.